Have you ever woken up with stiff joints, feeling like your body's not quite moving as smoothly as it used to? Or maybe you've noticed that as the years go by, certain movements just seem a little more difficult. Whether it's bending down to tie your shoes, climbing stairs, or even opening a jar, these small daily tasks can become frustrating, and for many, they're a sign of something that can become more serious: joint pain and inflammation. Joint issues, like arthritis, are common as we get older, but here's the good news. What we eat can have a big impact on how we feel. The right foods can help combat inflammation, reduce pain, and improve joint health, so you can continue to enjoy the activities you love without feeling held back. In this video, we're going to explore how eating the right foods can help your joints stay healthy, and we'll dive into some foods that are especially great at fighting arthritis and inflammation. Let's start by talking about why this is so important for you. As we age, the cartilage in our joints, which acts like a cushion, begins to wear down. This can lead to pain, swelling, and stiffness, and over time, conditions like osteoarthritis can develop. But here's the thing: while we can't stop the aging process, there are plenty of ways we can help support our joints and ease the discomfort that comes with it. And one of the most powerful tools we have is food. By eating foods that fight inflammation and nourish the body, we can protect our joints, reduce pain, and improve our mobility. Let's start with one of the most crucial factors when it comes to joint health: omega-3 fatty acids. Now, I know you've probably heard of omega-3s before, but let's take a closer look at why they're so important for joint health. Omega-3 fatty acids are essential fats that play a key role in reducing inflammation. When you're dealing with arthritis or any kind of joint pain, inflammation is often a major culprit. It can make your joints swell, hurt, and become stiff. So, how can you get more of these omega-3s in your diet? Well, there are a few foods that are rich in these healthy fats, and the best part is, they're delicious. First up, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and trout are packed with omega-3s. If you're not a big fan of fish, you can also try omega-3 enriched eggs or add chia seeds or flax seeds to your smoothies, salads, or yogurt. These are all great sources of plant-based omega-3s. Adding these to your meals can help reduce joint inflammation, and over time, you might notice a decrease in the discomfort you feel in your knees, hips, or fingers. Another food group that's worth mentioning for your joints is fruits and vegetables, especially those that are rich in antioxidants. Antioxidants help combat oxidative stress in the body, which is another source of inflammation. Think of antioxidants as tiny warriors that fight off the damage caused by free radicals in the body. Some of the best antioxidant-rich foods for joint health are those vibrant, colorful fruits and vegetables like berries, cherries, spinach, and broccoli. These foods are not only packed with vitamins and minerals, but they also have natural compounds that fight inflammation and support overall joint health. For instance, berries like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries contain anthocyanins, which are antioxidants that have been shown to help reduce inflammation in the body. So, why not throw a handful of mixed berries into your morning smoothie, or have them as a snack throughout the day? Another fantastic vegetable for joint health is broccoli. It's not just for the immune system. It contains a compound called sulforaphane, which has been found to block enzymes that cause joint pain and inflammation. It's simple to add to your meals. Try steaming it, tossing it in a stir fry, or adding it to your salads. You can even sneak it into a smoothie if you're blending other veggies and fruits. The key is to incorporate more of these colorful foods into your meals regularly. So, we've covered some omega-3 rich foods and antioxidant-packed fruits and veggies. But here's another food group to keep in mind: whole grains. Whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat bread are not only good for your overall health, but they also help reduce inflammation. When you choose whole grains over refined grains, like white bread or white rice, you're giving your body more fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and fewer refined sugars that can contribute to inflammation. There's also a type of whole grain called buckwheat, which is rich in magnesium. Magnesium is an important mineral that helps reduce muscle and joint pain. You can enjoy it in the form of buckwheat pancakes, or even use it as a base for a salad or bowl. By including more whole grains in your diet, you're nourishing your body in a way that supports your joints and overall wellness. Now, you may be wondering, what about the things I should avoid? Well, we'll get into that in a bit, but for now, just keep in mind that the right foods can truly make a difference in how your joints feel. A well-balanced diet rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and whole grains is one of the most powerful ways to reduce inflammation and improve your joint health. And speaking of inflammation, let's talk a bit about spices. You might be surprised to know that turmeric and ginger, two common spices you likely have in your kitchen, are incredible for fighting inflammation. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, has been shown in studies to reduce joint pain and stiffness, especially in conditions like arthritis. You don't have to go overboard with these spices. Just a small amount added to your meals can make a big difference. Try adding some turmeric to your soups, stews, or smoothies, and throw in some freshly grated ginger to your stir, fries, or teas. It's a simple yet effective way to give your joints some extra care. So far, we've talked about how omega-3s, antioxidant-rich foods, whole grains, and spices can benefit your joints. Now, let's take a look at how you can easily incorporate these foods into your daily routine. Think of it as building a plate that's colorful, balanced, and nourishing for your joints. Whether it's a hearty breakfast with whole grains and berries, a salad with leafy greens and a sprinkle of turmeric, or a dinner full of fatty fish, you'll be feeding your joints the nutrients they need to thrive. That's a great place to pause for now. We've covered some powerful foods that can help reduce inflammation and keep your joints feeling healthier. In the next part, we'll dive even deeper into other foods that can support joint health. And we'll also talk about the importance of hydration and other lifestyle factors that play a role in joint wellness. Stay tuned. Now that we've discussed some of the most important foods for your joints, like omega-3, rich fish, antioxidant-packed fruits and veggies, as well as whole grains, let's move forward and explore even more foods that can support your joint health. One of the things I really want to emphasize is that joint pain and inflammation don't have to control your life. And by making small changes in your diet, you can significantly improve how you feel and move each day. Let's dive into another great food group for your joints: nuts and seeds. These little powerhouses are rich in healthy fats, fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Among them, walnuts and almonds are particularly good for your joints. Walnuts, in particular, are high in omega-3 fatty acids, which, as we already discussed, are key to fighting inflammation. In fact, a study found that adding walnuts to your diet can help reduce the markers of inflammation in your body. Almonds are another great choice. They're rich in vitamin E, which is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. A handful of these nuts can be a tasty and satisfying snack, or you can sprinkle them over your oatmeal or salad to boost your joint health benefits. Another seed worth mentioning is flaxseed. These tiny seeds are packed with omega-3s, fiber, and antioxidants. Adding a tablespoon of ground flax seeds to your smoothies, yogurt, or baked goods can help reduce joint pain and support overall health. Another food group you might not think of immediately when it comes to joint health is legumes. Like beans, lentils, and chickpeas, these nutrient-dense foods are packed with fiber, protein, and antioxidants. What makes them so beneficial for your joints is their ability to lower inflammation and provide a steady source of energy without spiking blood sugar. Beans like kidney beans, black beans, and navy beans are especially rich in anti-inflammatory compounds that can help manage symptoms of arthritis. Adding legumes to soups, salads, or stews can be an easy and tasty way to increase your intake of joint-friendly nutrients. Plus, they're also heart-healthy, which is a nice bonus for your overall well-being. Now, let's talk about a food that's often overlooked, but is actually a true gem when it comes to joint health: olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is rich in oleocanthal, a compound that has been shown to work similarly to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs in NSAIDs in reducing inflammation. This makes it a great natural alternative to help manage joint pain. The best part: you can incorporate olive oil into your diet in a variety of ways. Use it as a salad dressing, drizzle it over vegetables, or even cook with it at low to medium heat. A tablespoon a day can make a real difference when it comes to easing discomfort and promoting joint health. Speaking of healthy oils, let's not forget about avocados. These creamy, delicious fruits are loaded with healthy monounsaturated fats, which can help reduce inflammation. Avocados also contain a variety of vitamins and minerals that are essential for joint health, including vitamin E, which, as I mentioned earlier, has anti-inflammatory properties. Not only are avocados great for reducing joint pain, but they can also help protect your cartilage from further wear and tear. You can enjoy avocado in so many ways: spread on toast, added to salads, or blended into smoothies. With their versatility and health benefits, they're an easy addition to your daily meals. Now, we've covered a lot of great foods that can reduce inflammation and promote joint health. But I want to touch on something just as important as what you eat: how much water you drink. Hydration is absolutely crucial for maintaining healthy joints. Your joints are lubricated by a substance called synovial fluid, and when you're dehydrated, this fluid can become thicker, which leads to joint stiffness and pain. Drinking plenty of water helps keep your joints lubricated, making movements smoother and less painful. Aim for at least 8 cups of water a day, but if you're active or living in a warmer climate, you may need more. Keep a water bottle with you throughout the day and take small sips regularly. It's an easy habit that can make a big difference in how your joints feel. It's also worth mentioning that bone health is closely linked to joint health. For strong bones that support your joints, be sure to include plenty of foods that are rich in calcium and vitamin D. Foods like low-fat dairy, fortified plant-based milk, leafy greens such as kale and collard greens, and tofu are all excellent sources of calcium. And don't forget vitamin D. It's essential for calcium absorption and bone health. So make sure you're getting enough from sources like sunlight, fatty fish, or vitamin D fortified foods. By focusing on both your joints and bones, you're giving yourself a solid foundation for long-term health and mobility. Now that we've covered foods that reduce inflammation and support your joints, let's take a step back and talk about something that often gets overlooked: the impact of sugar and processed foods. While it's tempting to indulge in sugary snacks or processed meals, these foods can actually worsen inflammation in the body, leading to joint pain and stiffness. Studies have shown that excessive sugar and refined carbohydrates can trigger inflammation, so it's a good idea to cut back on sugary treats and processed foods as much as possible. This doesn't mean you have to completely eliminate them. Everything in moderation. But by focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods, you'll be doing your joints a huge favor. At this point, you might be wondering, how do I actually put all of this together? What does a joint-friendly meal plan look like? Well, the key is to make simple swaps and gradually build meals that incorporate these joint-healthy foods. For breakfast, you could have a smoothie with berries, flax seeds, and a handful of spinach, all blended together with almond milk. For lunch, Try a big salad with leafy greens, avocado, some chickpeas, and a drizzle of olive oil dressing. For dinner, a serving of grilled salmon, some roasted broccoli, and a side of quinoa would be an excellent choice. By adding these kinds of meals to your routine, you're nourishing your body and giving your joints the best possible support. As we wrap up this section, I hope you're feeling inspired to start making small changes that can have a big impact on your joint health. We've covered a lot of ground. Omega-3 rich fish, antioxidant-packed fruits and vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, and healthy oils. These are all powerful foods that can reduce inflammation and keep your joints moving freely. In the next part, we'll explore a few more tips for maintaining healthy joints, and we'll also talk about how certain lifestyle changes can work hand in hand with your diet to give you even better results. So stay tuned as we continue on this journey toward better joint health. We've already covered a lot of the foods that can support healthy joints, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. But as we all know, eating the right foods is only one part of the puzzle when it comes to joint health. What we do with our bodies, how we move, and the lifestyle choices we make all play a crucial role in managing arthritis and inflammation. So, in this part, let's look at some other tips and strategies you can implement alongside your diet to keep your joints feeling strong and healthy. First off, let's talk about physical activity. It might seem counterintuitive. After all, if your joints are already hurting, the last thing you might feel like doing is moving more. But gentle, low-impact exercise can actually help reduce joint pain and stiffness. When you move, you increase the flow of blood and nutrients to your joints, which helps keep them lubricated and reduces the build-up of inflammation. Activities like walking, swimming, and cycling are fantastic choices for people with joint pain, as they are gentle on the joints but still provide a good workout. Even a 15-minute walk around the block a few times a week can make a big difference in how you feel. You don't have to overdo it. Just being consistent with light movement can go a long way in easing pain and keeping your joints mobile. Another form of exercise that can be particularly beneficial for joint health is strength training. Now, before you start picturing lifting heavy weights, let me clarify we're talking about low-resistance strength exercises. Using light weights or resistance bands can help build muscle around your joints, which in turn provides better support and reduces the strain on your bones and cartilage. Strengthening the muscles around your knees, hips, and shoulders, for example, can take some of the pressure off those joints, which often bear the brunt of wear and tear over time. Simple exercises like chair squats, wall push-ups, or leg lifts can all make a noticeable difference. One thing that's often overlooked, especially as we get older, is posture. Believe it or not, maintaining good posture is essential for joint health. Poor posture, like slouching or hunching over, puts extra stress on your spine and joints, particularly your hips, knees, and shoulders. By paying attention to how you sit, stand, and walk, you can reduce the strain on your joints. Try to keep your back straight when sitting, and avoid crossing your legs for long periods of time. If you have to stand for extended periods, make sure you're shifting your weight regularly to avoid putting pressure on just one side of your body. Now, let's shift gears a little and talk about supplements. While a healthy diet should always come first, sometimes we need a little extra help to support our joints. There are several supplements that have been shown to be beneficial for people with joint pain and inflammation. Glucosamine and chondroitin are two of the most commonly recommended supplements for joint health. Both of these compounds are found naturally in your body and help build and repair cartilage. Research has shown that taking glucosamine and chondroitin supplements may reduce joint pain and improve joint function, especially for people with osteoarthritis. If you decide to try these, Be sure to talk to your doctor about the right dosage for your needs. Another supplement worth considering is turmeric, particularly the active compound curcumin. Turmeric has been used for centuries in traditional medicine for its anti-inflammatory properties. Studies have shown that curcumin can reduce inflammation in the body, making it helpful for conditions like arthritis. You can find turmeric supplements at most health food stores, or you can add turmeric to your meals by sprinkling it on your vegetables, soups, or even your smoothies. If you decide to go the supplement route, just be sure to check with your doctor first to make sure it's right for you. Speaking of supplements, don't forget about vitamin D. This vitamin plays a crucial role in maintaining bone health, and research suggests it may also help reduce inflammation in the body. If you're not getting enough vitamin D from sunlight or foods like fatty fish and fortified dairy, a supplement might be helpful. Again, it's always a good idea to talk to your healthcare provider before adding any new supplements to your routine, as they can help guide you on the best options for your specific needs. Now, let's move on to another often overlooked factor that can greatly impact your joint health: stress management. Chronic stress can lead to increased levels of inflammation in the body, which can, in turn, exacerbate joint pain. Finding ways to manage stress is important for your overall health, including your joints. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, yoga, or simply spending time outdoors can all help lower stress and reduce the impact it has on your body. Even something as simple as taking a few minutes each day to close your eyes, breathe deeply, and relax can work wonders for your joints. Speaking of relaxation, let's also talk about sleep. When we sleep, our bodies go into repair mode, and this is when a lot of the healing and regeneration of tissues happens. If you're not getting enough sleep, it can affect your body's ability to repair damaged joints, making it harder for you to manage pain. Aim for 7-9 hours of quality sleep each night. To improve your sleep, try creating a calming bedtime routine, avoid caffeine in the afternoon, and make sure your sleeping environment is cool and quiet. A good night's rest can help reduce inflammation and keep your joints feeling better throughout the day. Finally, let's not forget the power of mindset. Living with arthritis or joint pain can be frustrating, but maintaining a positive attitude can help you navigate the challenges. It's easy to feel discouraged when pain flares up, but focusing on what you can control, like your diet, exercise, and self-care, can empower you to take charge of your health. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it, whether that's from a healthcare professional, a friend, or a family member. Remember, you don't have to go through this journey alone. As we wrap up, I hope you now feel equipped with a range of tools to support your joint health. From anti-inflammatory foods like fish, olive oil, and nuts to exercise, supplements, stress management, and sleep, there's so much you can do to improve how your joints feel. Take it one step at a time, and remember that even small changes can make a big difference in how you feel and move. I encourage you to start incorporating these tips into your daily routine and notice how your body responds. Your joints deserve the best care possible, and with the right tools, you can keep them strong, flexible, and pain-free for years to come. Here's to living a life with healthy, happy joints.